Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking about Britney because a biopic is in the works based off her memoir, The Woman in Me.
And she has the final say on the casting.
We'll also talk about Tom Cruise, who is set to close the Olympics this year and also do a little bit of a movie about the next Olympics, which is in LA.
He's kind of passing the baton.
We'll talk about Carrie Underwood because she is officially replacing Katy Perry as the American Idol host. No, not host, judge. And finally, we'll talk about farts. We'll talk about toots. What do you call farts? What do you call farts?
Yeah, we say farts. But girls, we fluff. We don't fart.
Oh, you fluff? Oh,
yeah.
Fluffing means something different in...
No, it actually means that out here too.
Oh, okay.
Or toot.
Toot. Let's go with toot. To begin with, Britney Spears, man, this is a big win for her.
This is a big deal in general.
It is, because the guys behind Wicked, this musical about to come out, the producer and the director.
Yep, John M. Chu and Mark Platt.
They are involved in making a movie based off her memoir. This is going to be massive.
This is going to be insane. So Universal released a statement basically announcing that they got the rights to Britney's biopic, The Woman in Me. And if you remember this book, she came out with it a year ago or so. It revealed Justin Timberlake got her pregnant and she had an abortion. I mean, there were so many layers in this book, so much revealing stuff that I'm sure some people in this book aren't going to be happy that this is being made into a movie.
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah. And also, there's some reports that they also got the musical rights to Britney's catalog.
Interesting.
So, like you mentioned, the Wicked thing kind of comes into play because this could be something like Rocket Man. This could be something kind of similar, which, by the way, those all crushed it at the Oscars.
Yeah.
And we're being told that Britney does have a say in casting. So the question is, who is Britney going to want to play her?
There's only one name that comes to my mind.
Same.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, I was going to say me.
What? Me?
I want to play Britney.
You could probably play
I could do the singing. I could do that. If you give me a couple days.
Give us a bar.
I think I did it again.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I could go on and on.
I think
This is what I do in my car in my fun time, by the way.
You could play the Britney just before she gets into the conservatorship. Which is going off the rails.
Oh, no. I do want to know, how many Britneys are there going to be? Is there going to be young Mickey Mouse Club Britney? Is there going to be, 19-year-old Slave for You Britney? Is there going to be head shaving Britney? Is there going to be Britney now with the knives? How many versions of Britney are we going to get?
I think you get one main one, and then maybe you do a bit of a flashback sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see if it covers the whole book and her whole life, or if it focuses in on one particular sort of chapter of her life. Don't you think? Most biopics kind of
go over the course of the journey.
The journey, with Rami Malek.
Yep.
And, I think he was the main, obviously, Freddie Mercury. But it focused on a pivotal time for the band.
Right, for Queen.
So yeah, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be great, probably.
It could be, honestly, if they do it right and with the director and the other guy that's on board. With the people involved, this sounds like it's going to be a smash.
Also, something we failed to mention.
Yeah.
To secure the rights to her life story, she's getting paid tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, cashing in, which good for her.
Totally. People were sort of worried about her financial health and, but I guess they shouldn't be anymore.
Right. I'm just curious, how much of a say Britney's going to have in it. Is she going to pick who's going to be Justin Timberlake? Is she going to pick, who's going to play her father? Her sister? There's so many elements I want to know. And by the way, we are told that this is in very early stages. They don't even have anybody that's a script writer on it yet. So it really hasn't come together at all. But yeah, I can't wait to see.
I don't think they'll give her too much say because, she's also, kind of weird, and you don't want her to be making all the final calls. I think we'll run the Britneys past you, you know what I mean? And you can decide, not to even decide, I don't think. I think they'll probably try to lead her towards the option they want. They'll pretend she has a say.
Well, I personally, as a huge Britney fan, do not feel like there is anybody worthy to play her. I don't think Sabrina Carpenter has the Britney it factor. She doesn't look like her. Her body's... I mean, it's all not going to work.
Ridiculous. That's a ridiculous
all the
statement.
names being thrown out, no. It's a no for me. Like, it needs to be, at this point, an unknown. Do you remember when they did the Britney Spears Lifetime biopic?
Missed it.
That was pretty good. And the girl that played her then, I was like, okay. And she was kind of a no-name, but now she's like super famous. But
not famous enough for you to know her name.
Yeah, I forgot. But I think she's like British or something, or Australian maybe. She at the time was kind of a no-name. And I think that's kind of what you need, because Sabrina Carpenter, she's got her own things going on.
Okay, watch this space.
Yeah.
On to our next story. Tom Cruise is set to perform an epic stunt to close the Paris Olympics. So he's obviously known as a bit of a stuntman himself.
Mm-hmm. And the king of Hollywood.
And the king of Hollywood. So we hear that he will be rappelling down from the top of the stadium during the closing ceremony and kind of like grabbing the torch to end the games, and then somehow bringing it to LA on a plane. This is all going to be part of a movie.
So part of this was already filmed,
okay,
according to our sources. So apparently, a while back, Tom Cruise pre-filmed him jumping out of a plane, parachuting in front of the Hollywood sign, which, by the way, nobody got video of. It was like a top secret shoot. Apparently, like early in the morning, that's why because there's so many tourists up by the Hollywood sign. I feel like someone would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But this was very early in the morning. So they got all this footage of him jumping down from the Hollywood sign. And now when he rappels down into the Olympic Stadium, they're gonna cut it together. So it looks like, he came down from the Hollywood sign and then he flew out to Paris and now he's in Paris. Like, it's going to look like it is happening in real time. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
So this is kind of like the teaser to the next Olympics, which is in LA.
That is going to be
iconic.
Amazing.
We're going to bring it. And I feel like in Paris, they got so much criticism for their opening ceremony. Like, in one moment there was like a castle and there's this metal band playing, and then they're like, oh, over here, Les Miserables, and then they're like, oh, over here, like a dining scene. Like, it was
you didn't like it?
It was a little chaotic,
right?
But I think, like, if anyone can entertain, it's us.
It's got to be. Also, what do you think? In their gold medals, they're handing out at the Paris Olympics. Did you hear that there's like a sliver of like the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, no way.
In each medal?
That's so cool.
What should we...
Wait, are they just going up, ding, 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 ding? Like,
I guess.
What the heck?
I don't know. What do you think LA should give, a sliver of what?
Oh, Ozempic.
I like that.
That would make the most sense.
Other Olympic news. Did you see Kendall Jenner and Devin Booker were together?
So strange.
At the Olympics?
I thought she was back with Bad Bunny.
She is flip-flopping between those two guys.
Which, honestly, girl, go for it. Like, do your thing.
I guess. I mean, it's public. Like, when she hangs out with, what's the other guy's? Bad Bunny. Like, we see pictures of them, like, going to each other's hotel rooms and stuff. And then she's in Paris at the same event as Devin Booker. I mean, it's a hard choice, I guess. I guess she just doesn't know which one to go for.
Does she need to pick?
I guess not.
Yeah. I mean, if everyone's okay with it, and even if they're not okay with it, like, maybe she's not exclusive with anybody, she can do what she wants.
Good for her.
But does that kind of mess with your mind as a guy? Like, do you care that your girl is, like, interested in somebody else too?
Absolutely.
Or, like, even just, let's say she's not hooking up with Devin Booker. Maybe she's just seeing him, like, they're in the same room. Like, does that still make you jealous knowing that your girlfriend is with her ex?
Yeah.
Even at a friend level.
Yeah, it would make me slightly jealous. And if she's kind of banging me,
Charlie, you're a jealous
if she's
guy.
banging me and banging him, then that'd make me sort of like, what am I sort of not doing right that she's going to this other guy?
Well, good. Get your stuff in order, Charlie.
Right. It make me a bit insecure. Yeah, sure.
Do you know Aaron's exes?
Do I know them? No.
Oh, okay, but you know of them.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Oh, now you don't care.
Yeah.
Because she's listening.
Right, yeah. All right. Carrie Underwood.
Oh, big news.
Is replacing Katy Perry.
We broke the story.
As the new judge on American Idol. This is interesting. She's the first former contestant who's going to be a judge. Mm-hmm. She's going to be along Lionel and Luke Bryan. People are pretty excited.
Was Kelly not a judge, or is she on The Voice?
She's on The Voice. Yeah, she's on The Voice.
Strange, though. But okay.
Let's have a listen to Carrie discussing it.
What kind of judge do you think you'll be? Are you going to be the tough judge, the very soft judge?
Well, I do have a big problem. Hopefully it's not a problem. I can't lie. I just can't. It's not. You can tell.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll be very honest, but hopefully, I can be very constructive.
You are about the sweetest person I know, though, so I think it's going to be tough. Even if you're going to be honest, I can't see you being hard on her.
No. Yeah. Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, she's going to be sweet.
But I don't know if she can be sweet because...
What do you mean? You can see she's so sweet here. Even just answering a question like, oh, you're going to be hard to... She's like, I can't lie.
I know, but then it's just too sweet. Lionel Richie, sweet guy. No, Luke Bryan, sweet guy. Carrie Underwood, sweet woman.
But also, we're in the era you have to be a little nicer.
But they have to also just be honest and direct when needs be.
But you can be honest and be nice.
Also, she's a country star and Luke is a country star.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay with that. I don't think just because you're in a specific genre, somebody else should be booted out. If you're an artist, you're an artist.
I just think maybe they'll add another judge too. Why?
No way.
Why is there no hip hop judge?
Yeah, no, there definitely should be.
You got 2 from country and none from hip hop.
Yeah. Well, do they have rappers come on?
Well, not even.
Or
they do
artists?
They do sometimes have people rap, but even hip hop.
Oh, I guess pants on the ground guy, right?
I'm not a familiar.
Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Come on! You don't know old school American Idol, Charlie?
I'm Australian, Charlie.
You guys don't watch American Idol out there?
We do, actually. But no, I don't know pants. I know William Hung, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Shebang, shebang.
But I mean, Katie quit the show so she could focus on her solo career. Mm-hmm. And it's off to a poor start.
A rocky start.
This woman's world.
She looks great. She looks the best she's ever looked.
Oh, yeah.
But... all the songs that are coming out, Woman's World, little cringe to me.
It was a total flop. It peaked at 63.
Woof.
On the top 100, and that's out.
Do you think it's the Kesha effect, or do you think it's just bad?
The song sucks.
Song sucks. I agree with you. It's like the first lyrics are like, you are smart, you are fun. It's just what is happening here?
It's not catchy. It's it feels derivative of other stuff she's done.
Yeah.
Not into it.
It's hard. I will say, I'm not an artist, obviously, but I think as a female artist, it's hard because you're consistently having to transform yourself. You're having to do different eras of your life. I mean, look at Taylor Swift. She has the Eras Tour because she has to consistently transform. Think of every female artist, Madonna. To stay relevant, you have to change.
Men don't have to, you don't
Men
think?
don't.
Oh, why you got to make it a gender thing?
Okay, name a man that's changed.
A man that's changed.
Artist.
Oh, I was going to say...
Artist.
I was going to say Bruce Jenner.
Oh, no. You can.
I'm not very big in
music.
You
have somebody like Garth
Kanye
Brooks.
West. Does he change?
No.
But now...
He changes, jobs, but not, his... Well, I guess he did kind of do the preacher stuff.
Yeah, people change. Beatles.
Did they change?
A lot. Album to album, very big changes.
Really? I'm not a Beatles fan.
All right, on to our final story. You want to pitch the Almost News story, Charlie?
Sure, Almost News. We're getting into farts.
Okay.
So Demi Moore, very interesting latest mission. She wants to normalize farting. And she posted kind of a promotion for this new book called An Adult's Guide to Farts. Mm-hmm. And here's a little clip of her reading it.
The evolution of farts. What's the big stink about? What are some of the common techniques to hide your farts? You can blame the dog, you can pretend nothing happened, or just run away and change your identity.
So, yeah, Demi Moore, in her caption, she posted, farting, we all do it, so let's talk about it. She mentions, we gotta have good gut health. But I just can't think of Demi Moore farting. And even in the clip she posted, she's wearing this sexy, lacy dress. And just to think she's farting in that, it's a little strange.
It's a funny cause to choose. Is she going to be wearing a brown little ribbon on her dress?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Fart lives,
or
we
green.
need to do it. Yeah. Because But there's this thing about women don't fart. I mean, and clearly they do, but I think that it's probably...
I mean, because here's the thing. Like, we're very feminine, usually, and we want guys to find us attractive, and farts are smelly, and they are not attractive. And I know so many hot girls in LA, whether you think I'm hot or not, I know hot girls in LA,
Right.
and they are mortified to go on, like, the first trip with their new boyfriend, right? Because you're in the room, you're together 24/7. They need to use number 2 in the bathroom. They're like, how do you do it? It's like a whole secret thing. Like, you go in, you're like going to take a shower, you keep the shower running. Like, you know, there's like all this process that you have to go through. And then if you need a fart, like, what do you do? Like, you know, and it's you're in the room together.
Let it rip.
I mean,
we respect it.
No, you do
respect
not.
It. Yes,
and then
I
you
do.
go and then you tell your guy friends, oh my God, man, she let it rip. It smelled so bad.
It shows a confidence. It shows a confidence.
No,
Do you fart, Charlie? Like,
no, I do not. I hold it in.
You hold it in.
for life.
From the inside. All right, hit us with, do you have a today in history or not today?
What do you mean not today?
Okay,
every day.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. Today is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day.
Ice cream gets its own day and ice cream sandwiches get their own day?
Hey, that was legendary.
Yeah, I like an ice cream sandwich.
Or what's the word I'm looking for? Revolutionary.
Oh, when they said, hey, we got a sandwich over here, we got an ice cream. How about we put them together?
I mean, why can't
Genius.
I think of something like that? Like, I want
Not
to be
smart
the
enough.
inventor of, like, you know, red vines. Like, why couldn't I be that person?
It's still time.
Anyways, moving on. We're just going to be poor and broke here forever.
We will.
This day in 1876, I'm curious if you know this American history.
Okay.
So this day in 1876, Wild Bill was killed while gambling in Deadwood. And at the time, they were playing poker, and he was shot in the back. And he had, his poker hand was black aces and eights, which became known as Dead Man's Hand in poker.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wild Bill is like famous cowboy, Wild West, like gun shooter.
All right. Never heard of it.
Iconic. I've actually been to the bar he was at. They have the alleged chair up in like a glass thing where you can see the chair that he was allegedly sitting in.
Did you take like an influencer's type photo in front of it?
I did take a photo, not in front of it because it was like super high up, but I did go to his grave. He's buried next to Calamity Jane. Apparently they wanted to be buried next to each other.
Okay, next one.
This day in 1986, Matilda was released in theaters.
I love Matilda.
I love Matilda. I always like would look at the door as a kid and be like, open the door, like trying to like do the telepathy or whatever. Is that the right word? Telepathy?
It's not telepathy. It's kind of like, I'm not smart enough to know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I have to get on my superhero stuff. And then, since I wasn't here yesterday for Today in History, there was one I wanted to mention.
Okay.
So this day, yesterday, that day was the first day that MTV aired, and they played, guess which music video? Video killed the radio star. But I'm mentioning MTV because
you're a bit of an MTV star.
I recently posted a video of
God. You're really doing this?
my viral moment in 2006 on MTV's Date My Mom. Go check it out. Video's got like 7 million views.
So a guy
dated
your mum to decide which daughter he would date.
Yeah, so the guy goes on a date with 3 moms to find out about the girls, about the daughters, to see if he wants to date them without seeing them. So the mom will be like, my daughter's so sweet, but my daughter also doesn't change her underwear or whatever, right?
That was your one?
No. Mine was that I slept with my mom till I was 13.
Right.
Obviously fake.
And so he didn't choose you, did he?
No, he didn't.
He chose the other girl.
Yes, which... very interesting twist.
Yeah, there's an
You have to go to my
twist.
Instagram, everybody.
Right.
Charlie Neff.
Is that it?
One more. Birthdays today. Charlie XCX. J.D. Vance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's 40 now.
Congrats.
And then also Kevin Smith, the comedian.
Very good. Well, happiest of birthdays to you, J.D. Vance. You're a great
Celebrate
guy.
with some cats today.
Yeah,
with a cat on your lap. Also, it's the cat convention. Big LA cat convention, Pasadena, both Saturday and Sunday.
This segment has lasted most of the show.
You know what? We're just giving so much information.
Right.
This is the most informative episode yet.
Okay, well, thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you guys here next week. Goodbye.
Bye.